Welcome to episode 1 of Philosophy Break. So, it's kind of a crude setup. This is the first podcast. We have two mics, and we have, a camera, if you can even call it that. But this is the first, setup of what's going to be a great show for a long time to come. Regardless, I'm here with
German,
Derek,
Nico.
For those of you who don't know, I worked with these guys for about 3 years, and it was a crazy job. I'll let you guys explain what it is, but I worked with them for 3 years before going into real estate. So, first question I have for you guys, one by one, just like explain a little bit more about who you guys are and how sales pretty much changed your life for better or for worse. So German, I'll let you go first.
So, my name is German. I started this journey of sales when I was 19 years old. I got recruited by one of my friends. He was doing the job. He was doing really good at it. And I was like, if he can do it, I can do it better. So I went ahead and I did it better. That friend was Eric, actually. No, I'm kidding. Not Eric.
not me.
But I was 19 years old. Vivint was the company that we all worked for. Omar, I want to say from the jump, those were the best 3 years of my life. But regardless,
Appreciating that.
we do door to door, so we solicit people on a day-to-day basis. We're pretty annoying, and we sell like smart homes and security and alarms and shit. So it's pretty cool stuff. Love the company. But what sales has done for me is it's allowed me to live the life that I've always wanted to live. Like growing up as a kid, I would always see people on like YouTube, social media, like living a really crazy, lavish lifestyle. And I always wondered like how I was gonna get to that. I always knew I was destined for something like that. I just didn't know the exact transport or vehicle. And luckily Vivint has been that vehicle and more. So sales has allowed me to live the life that I've always wanted to live.
Awesome. So it changed your life for the better.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you live now?
Brickell Heights. Shout out
Brickell
Omar.
Heights.
Very good.
Beautiful pad.
You did it.
I wouldn't have anywhere else. That was the first time we've moved out. I've lived with my parents in Miami. And I've lived by myself like out of Miami, but the first place we had in Miami was Brickell Heights, and it was like the perfect place to start off.
Perfect. Yeah, I hooked it up.
He did hook it up. What are you trying to what are you gonna do next year? Like when you make all the money that you're gonna make, what are you gonna change from this year?
So my mom actually told me today I was dropping off stuff because we're moving to Philly soon. And she was like, I was like, Mom, like I'm trying to make $200,000 this year. She's like, you're gonna buy some stupid shit. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna invest it. So I'm gonna try really hard not to buy some stupid shit. But I really want to start investing into property and real estate and actually start building actual wealth, because I feel like a lot of the times you get stuck in this ever-ending loop of like buying the next new thing, or leasing the next new thing, whatever it may be, and you actually never become owner of a lot of stuff. So hopefully invest, and hopefully you guys can teach me and like guide me through that.
Yeah, smart. And I just want to jump in and say something real quick. So you said earlier something about being annoying. I think you kind of have to be annoying to succeed. You have to be like okay with being annoying. I think you just gotta get over that, right? Where sometimes you just gotta annoy people.
Yeah.
Bro. You just gotta be annoying.
I think the thing is like if you're not annoying, bro, like do you really want it?
Yeah,
what are you
like
doing if you're not putting in that work and like persistently going out there every single day, like
yeah, like are you really passionate if you're not annoying?
Yeah.
That's just like passion
Part
not
of it.
translating.
That kind of reminds me when I was like, I think my third year doing the job when we were working together, like that was like one of the things I like harped on the most is like, I guess trying to be like pleasantly persistent.
Yeah.
Like I have a goal in mind. It's like, especially when we're talking about sales, it's like, okay, I want you to get it. So I'm going to try everything in my power for you to just be on the same page as me, like no matter what. And it kind of reminds you of like a guy named Diego that we work with. I wasn't like to that extent that persistent, but I hear stories like, because we knock on doors, like he'll literally like put his foot on the door, like, no, you're getting
Diego,
this shit.
for real?
Like, yeah, he'll do that. Like put his foot on the
Oh
door.
my
It's
God.
like there's levels
Was that
to
his
it, but-
first year or second year?
Nah, I heard like he was doing it like this
This
year.
year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
it
but
has to
like
be-
he wasn't doing that rookie year, right?
No, but
So this
that's
is like-
that's what
okay.
elevates you. Like you have to get to like a certain mentality, but like, yeah, they have to get it,
Yeah, dude.
right?
I feel like it's like you're not, as long as you're not a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're politely like persistent, like that's the way. Like smile on your face, like you can't really say.
There's an art to it. It's
Yeah.
it's a dance.
Mhm.
It's a dance, not a what is it? A shove, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta like
Like two have to tango.
Yeah.
It has to be like a two-way.
It's a dance.
I agree.
Exactly. So Derek, tell us about yourself, man.
Yeah, so I'm Derek and I work for Vivint. It's my 4th year. And the question was like what sales has done for me, right?
Yeah, how it changed your life for
Positive or
better or
negative.
worse.
I think the biggest thing for me was like the people I surrounded myself with before sales, like it just, they weren't really like-minded people. Like I knew what I wanted to get in life and where I wanted to be at, and they didn't really know or have like a plan, and they were just kind of like freeballing it of like, oh, if it happens to me, then like bet, and if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen.
Mhm.
My mentality was more like, yo, like this is something that I want to pursue and really want to do. Like I want to be successful. So once I found Vivint, I got recruited in the library. I was sitting down. They told me about the job. I quit my job the next day and just went out to Vivint. Swear to God, I was like, bro, I'm taking
guy
this
wants
chance.
it.
I wanted it, you know. So yeah, I think it just like surrounded me with people that they're like just like me, hustle minded, like they want to win, they want to succeed, like they know what they want in their life, like their plan is to take life full, like head on, you know.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for me to not succeed when all I'm around is winners. You know, like how am I not gonna win if all the people I'm around are just all they talk about is winning and how they win? It's like inevitable for me to win.
Inevitable.
Yeah, I want to like second that because like Vivint taught me like your environment is everything, right? Because just for some context, with Vivint you basically spend spring, summer, fall preparing for the summer, right? So you're recruiting, you're going out and putting in deals to set the pace for the summer basically, right? And then in the summer, like they're going to Philly, they're gonna spend 4 months in Philly all together, basically curating their own environment, right? So that could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing.
For
It
sure.
depends on the leadership,
100%.
right? It depends on the people involved. So they stay in like high rises, luxury apartments that the company provides. So that's why like, even the people in your own apartment, super important, right? But it taught me your environment is absolutely everything, right? So,
Because we all come from a background, like, we're ex-frat bros. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're all fraternity brothers. Your younger brothers in our fraternity. And, like, everyone, I feel like, especially young men, they try to find, like, this, I guess, group to be a part of, to, like, make them a man. Whether it's, like, Eagle Scouts, Boy Scouts, joining a gang, being in a fraternity. And safe to say, I'm pretty sure everyone agrees, like, being part of Vivint, it's, like, it's your environment. Like, when you're in a fraternity, it's, like, 60, 100 people in the whole class, but like not everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
Someone wants to be a doctor, someone wants to be a realtor, entrepreneur, sales, but like in the team that we create, everyone has the same goal in mind. So yeah, your environment literally changes, and I don't know if it's like we're blessed to be like given the opportunity,
Yeah.
because there's not that many people that like, why isn't everyone doing this?
Yeah.
Right.
Because a lot of people aren't open or haven't heard the opportunity, but it all comes down to trust. Like you wouldn't have quit your job the next day if like it wasn't your fraternity brother
Yeah.
telling you to like.
It was like a random person.
Yeah. So that's probably like the hardest thing, at least when it comes to like sales recruiting, or sales in general. It's a trust thing.
yeah, for sure. It's not easy, man. And that's the other thing, like with sales, like I want to also talk about like kind of the reputation that sales has, right? A lot of people like, oh, like sales, like it's whatever. It's like whatever career, bro. Anybody can get into sales. Absolutely true. But the filter is not the job application. The filter is yourself. Like, are you cut out for this shit, basically? Right? And another thing that I want to ask you guys about is like a lot of people, have this idea that sales is like sleazy. You gotta like kind of like scam people into it, basically, right? Which, you know, a lot of people can give sales a bad name, and that's how we built that reputation. Absolutely, you can. But in reality, sales is more like asking the right questions, leading people down the right path, and basically having them explore why this is the best option for them, right? Rather than like, because if it's not for them at the end of the day, it's like it's not for you,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I think I like to think as my job, like I don't ever think I really convince anyone, like entirely for the most part. Like my job isn't to convince someone that doesn't want this or what I sell at all. My job is to do exactly that, to ask the correct questions and basically just hold the hand for someone that has already thought about getting something like what I'm selling, but it's not entirely convincing them. Like there's people that hate cameras. There's people that hate like this AI shit. Like it's not my job to sell to those people. So I'm not like completely flipping a coin on someone. I'm finding people that are already on the same side as me and just helping them and guiding them through that process.
What do you think, Derek?
I would actually argue that I get more sales when I'm fully honest with people. Like fully honest about every single thing about the process. Like they know every single thing that's going into the contract. Like they buy from me more. And yeah, like I'm super transparent with my customers because of that. Like they know everything. I'm super laid back when I'm with my customers too. I think they buy from me just because they like me. And the people that buy from me already thought about getting something like this. Like there's no point in talking to those people that are gonna be assholes and like they really don't want what you're selling.
Right.
Like if they're not interested, they're not interested. You know, but if they are interested, I'm gonna try my hardest to get them all the way to the finish line.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. There's like there's two ways, you know. We were talking about persistence earlier. Like obviously you have to be like a little bit persistent. Like, you know, they say like a timid salesman has skinny children.
Yeah.
So it's like at the end of the day, like it's a commission-based job. Like we don't get paid hourly. So there's some sort of persistence, but there's two ways to look at it. I guess I see like the most persistent people that try to convince the customer. Like at least in our industry, we have something called a cancel, or like, yeah, you can get the person like in the moment, high emotion, you're slightly persistent, applying a little bit of pressure, I guess you could say, but I don't think those really stick necessarily. Or like at least this selling year, like 2026, I've done a good job like finding the customer. Like there's a lot of people like high performers in the industry, they're just like looking for that laydown.
Yeah.
And it's different. Like in the industry that we do, it's door-to-door sales, so it's like we have to find the customer. It's not like a dealership where like they come to you. But at least in our industry, that's how we find the best results, I guess, like finding the person, because there's an infinite amount of doors.
Yeah.
Like everything changes. Someone's selling the house, the old person died, people are moving in. It's constantly changing. So you just like that same area that we knocked like a year ago is completely different. The people that said no last year, they got broken into. At least if we're selling security, so they might want to know. So you have to find that customer, but hopefully that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be having in the
And also, please, Nico, tell us about yourself for everyone to know.
Fair.
As well.
Yeah, so I got introduced to this job in the fraternity, so was pretty blessed to be part of that fraternity. And it was my pledge brother. So I rushed the fraternity, Sammy, around like 2020, and it was like a 9-person pledge class. It was like the biggest pledge class. It was like 9 months long, and I had one of my best friends. He did a summer at Vivint, and at that point, I had really nothing going on in my life. Zero sales experience. I hated sales so much to the point that like I joined FIU as a marketing major, and I just saw like the caliber of people that I was like, okay, if you're doing marketing, what type of job do you get for marketing? It was mainly sales. And then I saw the people there in FIU. It's not a bad school whatsoever. It's really good. But I was just seeing them and I was like, oh, that's not my type of crowd. I want to do finance, Wall Street, suit and tie. So I did it for the status. But soon to realize, I mean, I tried it out. Why not? Because it was trust at the end of the day. His name's Nate. He came back from like a summer in like Connecticut, out of all places. He's like, oh, I just made like 25K, nothing crazy. And to me, he's like 22-year-old. I'm like, jaw dropped. I'm like, 22K? It wasn't really for the money. It was more like, why not? I trust you. You're trying to put me on something that like changed your life. All right, let me try it out. And then that's all she wrote.
I was a marketing major, by the way, so Nico didn't fuck with me.
How did that go for you? You still marketing?
I like that was exactly where I was at. Like I knew marketing was gonna lead into sales. I did like a sales course or like class competition. I like lost the first round. I didn't even make it. Like they gave me a like when you don't even get like a try award,
Mm-hmm.
or like you just try, so they give you an award.
Participation.
Yeah. They give me that shit,
No
and then
shot.
I swear to God, it was for Kaseya. It was for like Salesforce Kaseya.
Oh shit, yeah.
So I had to like do like this trial interview, like if I was actually working for Kaseya or whatever, and I sucked.
Wait, and this was a sales competition.
Yeah,
Wait, so like what was that exactly? You're like put in front of a prospect and you
yeah.
like,
So
close
it's
them?
exactly that. I have to go into an office. I sit with the prospect. Like they gave me all the information beforehand. Honestly, like I didn't give a fuck about it, but yeah, I got completely eliminated like the first round, which is really
Okay.
funny.
insane.
But yeah, I knew I was gonna do some type of sales, and yeah, it's the same thing. Like you just trust someone, and that's the rest is history.
So on that note, like you completely obviously sucked at this competition.
Yeah.
But how long did it take you to get good once you like actually got into a sales job?
I guess my rookie year, like my first year, I didn't do that crazy either. I also didn't work at all. Like I barely worked. I was a super slapdick, like Red B. But I knew one thing was for certain, that I had charisma, and I knew how to talk to people. And like that's really all you need in this job. The other half is just having a good work ethic. But if you're charismatic, you're good looking, you have a nice smile like I do, the only thing you have to do is just work hard, work your ass off, and I promise you it's not going to be denied. That's the cool thing about sales. Like everything is even. Like everyone's balanced. We all sell the same product. We say the same exact thing. We go to the same exact markets. We knock the same exact doors. So that always interested me because like no one had an upper hand. Everyone starts the same. Like at the beginning of the year, everyone goes back to 0 FP. Everyone's off for the races. So it's cool to be in that environment where like no one really has like an edge over you.
Yeah, like a profound realization that every new rep will have is that there is no difference between you and the top rep.
Yeah.
Zero difference. If we basically took everything that was in the top rep's brain and put it in your head, you would perform the same. Right? So a lot of sales is like exactly what you're saying. You just got to get out of your own way. Just be charismatic, which charisma and, influencing people is just mostly being interested in other people.
Yeah.
Right? Which is, once again, get out of your own way. Stop being in your head. Genuinely be interested in the person in front of you. Try to charm them. Have a genuine conversation with them. And the rest is easy.
Yeah.
Right? It's not even like a rigid process with sales. It's like, bro, if we can like connect
Yeah.
like on a good level, the rest is easy. Right? So how was that process of learning sales for you, Nico?
Oof, it was rough. There's definitely a big learning curve. So yeah, when I started, I basically, in the interview, to add on what I was saying earlier, I was telling the interview, I was like, oh, you guys have a summer program? Yeah, I can't do summer. I go to Greece every summer, right? And then I was also getting my real estate license at the time. I'm like, oh, like, I just want to try it out because my friend's telling me to do it, but this is like a side gig for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just trusted the process. That's like the one big takeaway I got from the fraternity. It was like, when you join a fraternity, it's like they keep telling you, like, when you're doing something called homework, like when you're interviewing like the brothers before you become a brother, every time you're talking to a brother, just trust the process. So pretty blessed to have like a few fraternity brothers that were in the job, because I mean, sales in itself, especially if it's male dominated, it's a little bit fratty.
Yeah.
But it is like the best fraternity. It's like it's more genuine connection. And yeah, essentially, I mean, I just trusted the process. At first, I was when I got hired, I did not work for a whole month. It's easy to like train and like watch the manager sell, but when it comes to working, I was dodging it. And then the first day ever that I was supposed to work, I didn't work. I was like literally like didn't know my pitch. So I'm like reading for a whole 8 hours. It's only like 5 paragraphs, but it took me 8 hours to memorize 1 paragraph because I was literally like so anxious, fighting demons, all this stuff. And that just came down to like me just trusting the process and like being a student of the game. I was like, bro, I can't suck this much. Like, like to my core, I'm a very enthusiastic person, but I was also like the type of person, like middle school, high school, I could not even like order food like from a waiter without like, you know, like my mom would be like, yo, like go order. You know, like in middle school I'd be like, hey mom, I want like, you know, grilled chicken, whatever.
Oh, so you would order through your mom?
Yeah, you know, like so I was that type of person, and this literally breaks down like the barriers
Yeah.
when you're starting off, for sure. So then I ended up getting my first sale like that first week I worked. Yeah. No surprise, I learned the pitch. That's usually what it comes down to, right?
Yo, you know what's crazy? I want to gas Nico up for a second. So this guy used to order IHOP through his mom,
Uh-huh.
and he went from that, and in his first year doing the job, he was the top rep. So once again, to the point, like anybody can do it. A lot of people say, oh, like sales is not for me. Like that's not me. I'm not that type of person, right? But anybody can do it.
Anyone.
Like once you just like commit to like freaking like doing it, that's it. It's lights out.
What do you think the biggest thing was for you when you first started out, like going from that to being the top rep? Like what was the, as like a rookie, like what helped you the most? Like what was the click?
All right, so the click, very important. So, and I realized this recently, I always knew this was the case, especially for very high like producing people. Especially like, you guys know the Instagram page, like School of Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
He's always interviewing these
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
and like,
yeah.
Stud.
you know, bro, many of these interviewers, like the people that have made it like from nothing to something, is like all these people believe in a higher power. And that was it for me. I feel like, because like all these people, these top producers, like they're disciplined. Where do you get that discipline from? It's like a higher like purpose. Like you're not just doing it for your own ego. Like you need another like fuel source.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were doing something in we were in Utah like 2 weeks ago for the Vivint Home Opener, and there was these top 5 performers in the company. They were just talking, and they were just like sales reps. And then like at the end of it, I'm like, do you know what I noticed out of all these people talking? Like they literally have like the Holy Spirit in them. Like they have God. I'm like, they're powered by something. It's like they want to be like, I guess, recognized in a sense. Like something's like bigger than them. So I feel like that was the biggest thing. I mean, I grew up in a certain household that was religious, but I mean the money's amazing, right? In sales, the friends, everything, but like my biggest transformation was actually like finding the truth in a sense. Like just believing in God, and just like, because it's crazy. Like I've seen a lot of stories, like rookies will go out there not believing. When you go into a sales program like Vivint, or like it's kind of like boot camp style, like you do a summer, like you're gonna come out of it believing in something.
you gotta
Like
figure
there's
it
no
out.
way. Like if you're an atheist at this point, like
Yeah.
there's no more atheists. You know, like you have to.
You don't
believe in
come out an
something.
atheist.
I think it comes from like spending so much time by yourself. Like
Yeah.
there were so many days where I was by myself, just like no one to talk to, just me in my head, just walking in Atlanta,
Yeah.
like a forest and like woods. Like it's just you just spend so much time with yourself.
Yeah.
And then you start encountering all these coincidences.
Yeah.
Like you're having a lot of like, you know, like you're getting shit on for like 7 hours straight. You look up, God, why? Next door.
Boom.
Oh, I've been thinking about it. Come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just have to trust.
Me included, like, don't get me wrong, I always believed in God. I was always like religious, to a degree, but like when I did this job, like, dude, like God was pretty much my best friend. Like when you're out there, like you're saying, alone, you just like have to connect with God, bro. You just gotta like,
You go crazy.
you have to believe in something, basically. You have to believe.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you go crazy, man. Like, that's another thing. Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You see the nice cars, you see the lifestyle, you see the high rises, Brickell Heights, Flatiron, whatever, bro. But it's hard work.
We're crazy. I like to think we're crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like we're.
I don't like argue that at all. Like
You gotta be a little crazy.
No,
bro.
we're crazy. We're definitely
You gotta
crazy.
be a little bit crazy. So, I mean, let's talk about that. Like, dude, like, how hard is this, man?
how hard is it? I think it's like, it's hard, but it's really simple. Right? Like it's just like you put the work in and you get the rewards. And like the people that don't do good at the job, like they're just not putting in the work. I promise you, like if you were to look at the person and really ask them, hey, did you really study your pitch? Like, do you know the process? Did you actually learn it? Did you work all 8 hours of the day? Like, no, you took a break in the middle of the day. No, you actually don't know how to build value. I promise you, these are things, if you ask them, like they're not putting in the full work. Because if you don't know your process, you don't know the pitch. Like, if you're not working all the hours, like, how can you expect to even get any type of reward at all?
It's 100% reserved.
100%. Yeah, I think it's like the work ethic. Like, it's not even. It's just like they know what they have to do and they don't do it. How do you expect to like succeed in something if you're not doing what you know you're supposed to do? It makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, dude, with this job, it's your results are simply a reflection of your effort.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Life is simple, but we insist on making it confusing. By Confucius.
Oh.
Pillar 1.
Exactly, man.
You know,
Philosophy
you know.
break.
I do think as well, like a lot of the times as human beings, we like to think like shit is owed to us, like it's just gonna fall in our laps.
Mhm.
No one's gonna save you. Like no one is gonna save you. It's completely up to you to save yourself. So again, if you're going out there and you're like 70% of the process is what you know, like you're not gonna get the same results that we do. We know everything to a T. We're experts in it, and that's why we get those results. Because it's been 4 years. That shit is drilled into our heads.
Yeah.
So yeah, just doing everything by the book 100%. That's what kind of helps you from like going crazy and like, because it's really simple. That's what it is. It's just knowing everything 100%.
Yeah. And to your point, like, dude, everything is your fault, even if it's not your fault. Like that, like I heard that for the first time, probably changed my life.
I like that.
Everything is not your fault, even if it's not your fault, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You were parked up, somebody hit your car, it's your fault, man. Deal with it, move on.
Yeah.
That's it.
You have a question for you, because I've never asked you this, like, and it's nice that I'm doing it on camera, but like, how did your skills in Vivint transition to what you're doing now?
Good question. I like that question.
Because like seeing you in the very beginning, it's like, because he did the job with us for like 3 years, and then like very talented manager, like he was gonna make it, and he is making it right now. But like, especially in the industry, like seeing someone so talented with so much potential, it's like going to do his own thing and then absolutely fucking crushing it. Like at first it's kind of like, what? Because one of the reasons why, like, let's be honest, like we're good salesmen, but like we're backed by a great company,
Yeah.
product,
The
so
structure.
we're blessed by the structure and all that stuff. But it's like, for you to do your own thing, first off, very nice. But like, how did that like?
I appreciate it, man.
Right.
I try to do what I can. But I mean, I do, like you said, I do owe it to that experience, right? So one of the things it taught me that definitely translated over is just emotionless work ethic. Just like Vivint, real estate, like some random shit will blow up, some random shit will happen. You just can't let it affect you. Just deal with it and move on. Like in Vivint, it would be like an account blows up.
Yeah.
Tech on site,
Yeah.
account blows up. Oh my God! But you have to keep working.
Emotional regulation.
Emotional regulation, 100%. So that definitely translated over. But also, I would say probably many things, but I would probably say the main thing would be the absolute immunity to rejection. Dude, like, it's not just in real estate, it's in everything. In my life, I don't care about rejection. Water off a duck's back, it doesn't affect me, bro. It doesn't affect me, it's crazy. It's crazy because I'll see like people who are like starting to get into sales or starting to get into real estate, and like one thing will like really affect them. It's just like foreign to me at this point. They'll like really like be emotionally affected to me. I'm like, damn, dude, like that's nothing. So that's like a huge thing that it taught me for sure. That's like the main thing I'm grateful for with Vivint. Like, dude, the
When did you
emotional regulation.
Sorry to cut you off. When did you think like that shit clicked for you?
What, like that?
Yeah, like just because I imagine like starting off as a rookie, you were probably pretty pissed if like someone like canceled or whatever.
Yeah, of course. I would say it's like a gradual
Yeah.
process.
Through the years.
It's definitely a gradual process, but it's also, at least in the beginning, it's a conscious effort. Also, one book that I'll always recommend, always for sales, is The Psychology of Selling. One of the things that was said in that book is that every human is born with two fears. the fear of rejection and the fear of failure. So once you understand that, you're like, okay, so they're unfounded fears. Like, there's no ground to these fears. We just have them. If we simply get over them, once again, get out of our own way, we can achieve anything. So that's why I'm so grateful that I have this immunity to rejection, because I can move fast. Something doesn't work, boom, boom, next. So, I mean, how has that worked for you guys?
You can go ahead.
Big D, come on.
Yeah.
I do want to cut in here and say, like, I just realized why you named it Philosophy Break. That's so fucking fire. Like, that's actually fire as shit. Like, this is like a year one thing. Like,
That was like the best term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember we had one great philosophy break. I think it was in Mexico, was it? I forgot what it was, but it was a great one.
I think it was, I asked, like, you
gay
guys-
son, thought daughter.
That was good.
That was good.
that's a classic.
Do you remember the Mexico one?
Huh?
Do you remember the one in Mexico?
I think it was like, you guys think Hillary should have won that election?
Remember the who?
Hillary?
No, I don't
Hillary
remember
Clinton?
that
Let's not get into politics.
You want to answer the question?
What was the question?
So, like, how is, like, you know, what was your experience with, like, fear of rejection in general?
Well, like, to me, it was really, I would never say that I really thought about that at all. Like, I would just put the work in. I knew I was going to get rejected. Like, I knew I was going to knock on a door and somebody was going to say no and they were going to be rude. Like, I knew it was bound to happen. I'm knocking on doors. Like, if somebody knocked, like, if I were to knock on my dad's door, it would probably go the same exact way. So I knew exactly what was going to happen. But I knew if I just put the work in, like, I was never going to quit. And it was either that I quit or the universe just gives in and gives me what I want. So I just never quit. And I would work every single day, get rejected, knew it was going to happen, go out there again the next day and do it all again. And it took me like my second year was really hard. It took me like 2 months in the preseason of just having like 2 accounts or 3 accounts. And then I finally started to pick it back up. And I just like, it's just like paying your piper.
So what was that change? Like, how'd you go from 2-3 accounts to, like, what was that shift?
It was like, for me, the way it works for me, and I don't know why it's like this, but it's literally just putting the work in, knowing that at some point it's gonna click and I'll get the rewards. Like, I know I have to go through those days, and I just go through them with a smile on my face, and I work all the hours. I never make excuses. I know it's bound to happen. So,
Kid's a natural talent.
it's just
Yeah.
what it is.
Did you ever want to quit, though?
Yeah, actually, I think like right when I started was when I wanted to quit. Like, before I saw any results, I started. I worked the first week, made $0, and I was like, yeah, it's not for me. I'm gonna go back home. Juan tells Sherry. So Juan is my boy that brought me onto the job, and Sherry was the manager. So Juan tells Sherry. Sherry comes up to me, gives me a 20-minute conversation of basically, yo, you're being a bitch. Like, what are you doing? Like, you really want to go back to this comfortable, safe life that you have? Like, how are you ever going to be successful like that? Like, successful people don't quit. They keep going at it until they succeed. I've only been here for a week. Right? He was giving me that type of speech.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, bro. I mean, I was easily convinced because I wanted it. Like, it wasn't that I didn't want it. It was just that I didn't see the results yet. So I was like, bro, like, it is what it is. I'm already here. I'm not going to buy my flight back. Like, I'm broke. I'm going to just stay here and work. Like, there is no other option for me. It was either that or have my mom pay for my flight back, and I wasn't going to do that to her. There's no shot I was going to do that to my mom. So I was like, all right, bet. I just put my head down, kept working, and yeah, come on, like, it was like Thursday, and I finally sold my first account, and I think that was like a really big part of where I really wanted to quit. I really wanted to go back home. Like, I tried it, it wasn't for me, wanted to go back, stopped being a bitch, went back, put the work in, and got the results. So it's either that, if I quit, I would have never been where I'm at right now. Like, nowhere near where I'm at. So I think it's just like that mentality of putting the work in until the universe gives it to you.
It's like doubling down when like shit gets hard. Like, most
Yeah.
people can be successful because when it gets hard is when they quit.
You gotta know it's gonna be hard.
And,
Yeah, like, you
and
gotta
not
prepare
when,
for it.
not just when it gets hard, but like it could be easy, but there's no results.
Yeah.
Right? So you could just go for like a long time and you're not seeing any
Anything,
results.
yeah.
And people will quit that way. Right?
Yeah.
But in both situations, you just have to keep going.
Yeah.
right? And that's like the big relentless like pursuit, man. That's the big filter, I think. Like, can you just keep going
Like, shut your brain off.
when there's no, shut your brain off. Can you keep going when there's no like indication of success?
I think it has to do with like belief and like hope.
Exactly.
Like for example, like especially in South Florida, correct me if I'm wrong, but for like realtors, it's like within the first year of getting the real estate license, like 90% won't like get any results or like quit, something along the lines.
I think so.
Because there's no belief, because they haven't gotten a sale, because it's hard, because it's all about the trust, connections, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, at least in our industry, I've seen a lot of rookies. They never really fail. They just quit, especially in the very beginning, because they don't have a sale. But like if they would have gotten that lucky sale, they would have stayed. It's just that. It's like that belief. Like if I didn't get that sale within that first week, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. So it was like that belief, which comes a long way. Like when I run a few meetings, I always like to reference this the study about the mice. Do you remember?
I think so.
Yeah. So it's this, I'm gonna butcher this completely, but it's essentially like a mouse, right? They can barely swim, maybe like 5 minutes, whatever. They're horrible swimmers. So there's this guy that, whatever, put a mouse swimming, whatever, and then maybe lasted like 5 minutes, and then right when it was about to drown, got it out, made it recover, whatever. And the second time that he put the mouse back in, I think it lasted over like 20 hours. It's like, why? Because the rat just had this belief and hope that the guy would pick him up. So it's like this crazy, it's all mental. It's all mental.
That's interesting.
So like, this kind of reminds me, I'm not trying to go on a tangent, but we have a really good coworker. His name's Ahmad. He went like months without selling. Remember, it was like 3 months. He just had this belief. He's like, if all these people can do it, I can do it. Because he was always like this big, like, you know, he's big on his goals. He always wanted to drive the super nice. Like his goal was that BMW. So it's like he's seeing all these people drive these nice cars. I think that's what he said. The reason why he started the job, because the regional manager was driving like a Urus. So he's like, if you know, this is my avenue, even though I'm not getting the results, I have this belief and hope that it's gonna work out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, this quote is probably like ran through at this point, but winners are losers who just don't quit, right?
Tough.
So that's all it is, man. And maybe I've never said this before, but I can kind of relate to Ahmad's story, but in the real estate sense. Like with Vivint, I just, you know, I was still in school, like I was just gonna do it anyways, right? So it wasn't really like a big deal, but with getting into real estate, bro, that first year was hard. It was hard. No results, no money for a long time, scraping by, just like barely paying my bills, barely. I'm like, dude, like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna make it work, right? I just knew, all I knew was that I wasn't gonna quit. That's all I knew. I didn't know that I was gonna make money. I just knew I wasn't gonna quit. I don't know where or how I was gonna make money, but I just knew one thing for sure: I was not gonna quit. I left. Literally, I was about to make 6 figures if I just stayed at Vivint.
Yeah.
Made way less than that going into real estate for my first year, right? Big transition. But I was like, dude, I left 6 figures for this. There is absolutely no way I'm not leaving it all out on the table. Right? So, dude, it was tough, man. It was tough that first year, but like, even with no light at the end of the tunnel, I stuck through it, and I'm so glad that I stuck through it. So I have that personal example for the rest of my life, that if you just stick to it, you're gonna make it. Simple as. So, yeah, man.
Success can be delayed, but
never denied. For those who strive for it each and every day.
Come on.
Do you remember what the philosophy break was? I think one of the funniest ones. I think those are like core memories as well. Like besides the job, like the money and the experience, like the memories we've had and like the shit we've done together. Like I'm gonna take that to the grave. Like we've had so many beautiful memories, and those are like one of the greatest times that I will like forever remember. Like I'll tell my kids about that. And it's just like that environment. Like there's no other job that really like. I mean, unless it's like another sales job, but like end of year trips like Hawaii, Cabo, like all these beautiful places. But that was because of the job. Like it allows us to do these crazy things.
Yeah. There's a different type of camaraderie that you have
Yeah.
when you're all together doing this very hard thing. Right? Life is not supposed to be easy. I hate to break it to the viewers, but life is not supposed to be easy.
No.
If you make life easy for yourself, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So like, there's a certain type of camaraderie when you guys are all together doing this hard thing, and it's very, very rewarding at the end of the day. But like for you, German, like, did you ever want to quit?
I don't think so. I think maybe like the only reason, well, realistically, the only reason, my first year I sold about like 45 accounts. I made like 20 grand. I was living with my parents, thankfully, so when I came back, I didn't have to spend a lot of money. I was able to go to like Georgia, like go on a cool trip. And I've never been like a really big spender. Like I'm pretty Indian. But only reason I came back was because like I ran out of money. And I know I did like okay for the amount of work that I put in, but like summer was coming, I was out of money. I didn't work a single day in the preseason my sophomore year. Like not a single day. I don't even think I went on a blitz. Actually, I went on a blitz, I completely bailed. I didn't sell my first account in Miami till my third year. So like I'm sure my manager.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not even lying. Like my
Wait,
second
so
year,
last year you didn't sell?
My-
But blitzes.
no. Like last year, my third year.
So the year before
The
that.
year before that.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't work a single day in Miami, like at all. Like I finally touched Miami my third year. So I'm sure Sherry, my manager at the time, like he had no belief in me. He was like, "Yo, there's no way this kid like comes out of it." And then my second year, I sold like with extended like 120.
Yeah.
But I told myself I was like, if I sell 100 accounts in the summer, without any preseason, like I'm good at this.
Yeah.
So that was my number. And then I made it happen, and then from there I was like, yo, like I did this in the summer, like if I actually take this shit serious, I can make something out of it. I was the top rep and extended in my office. So I ended that year really good, but I started it horribly. I didn't really think I was gonna quit though. Like I knew it was a lot of fun, and I knew it was like that. Like if the next guy can do it, I can do it.
Okay, so what made you like go from being lazy to basically entering the top 10%?
I think it was being surrounded by like these guys. Like Derek was my roommate. Derek made his first year. How much did you sell?
What, my first year?
Yeah.
74.
Yeah. Like I sold 40 accounts. He was like, yo, this kid's double better than me. Like we lived in the same apartment. We had the same schedule. Like if he can do it, I can do it as well. And naturally, like everyone that was in that office as rookies, like a lot of them did better than me. So I was like, bro, like there's no way I can go another year being a slap it. Like I have to prove to everyone that I can actually do this. That's another big too, like proving to the people here, like your family, your friends, that this like it actually works.
Yeah. And also kind of something you said there, like how you and Derek lived together, but he was like double your production, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes like if you ever do a sales job, sometimes you gotta like have a rival,
Oh, for sure.
either spoken or unspoken.
Yeah, like I wanted to smoke this kid.
You gotta have like somebody
Ricky
in
was
your
so
head,
hard.
like an enemy. Like you just gotta attach yourself to that person.
Yeah.
Whether they be the top rep or someone very close to you, like Jordan style, basically Michael Jordan
Yeah.
style. Like, dude, like this guy's like, oh,
Just sniping, just watching.
right.
That
So
feels
like,
good.
so like when with Vivian, like, we'd be out and there'd be a leaderboard, right? So you'd be at work and
Checking it every day.
That the importance of having a rival is if that guy sells, you're like, oh, fuck this guy.
I gotta get to it.
Fuck this guy. You could be sitting on the curb, you stand up,
Yeah.
fuck this guy. And you're filled with all the motivation you need.
Can I add on?
Yeah.
I was gonna say like one of the elements of a top performer is someone that's competitive. Like a lot of people that kill it in any sales industry are people that come from a sports background. football, soccer, whatever, you have to have like a sort of hit list in Vivint, especially. I'm sure you have like a sort of hit list.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, fuck this realtor, like this Miami realtor, I'll be better than him.
Oh,
because
trust
you
me.
told me, you're like, I'm gonna be the best Coral Gables realtor,
Yeah.
something like that, right?
Do you guys have?
I
like, a
said
lead?
Miami.
Miami, there even
Greater Miami, actually.
that's like
Meaning
a bigger
Miami,
ball.
Fort
Miami.
Lauderdale, West Palm Beach.
Oh, damn.
And I'm sure there's people you follow, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, is there like a leader?
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I track
You have to be.
How do you track
competitive.
them?
Instagram, but also you can go online, see their production.
You can see everything.
and see news. Yeah, you can see everything.
It's like a leaderboard.
You
It's
can
like a
see
real
like
estate, like
their
mobile
active
report.
listings, their deals, whatever they post on Instagram.
Is there a lot of people that be capping?
Well,
Or is
the,
that like a
the
thing?
MLS doesn't cap. So if you, just, if you
No,
literally
like
just
on
search
social
up-
media, like, is that like a thing
Nah,
in real
but-
estate? No.
Nah, you're not gonna cap about it.
Okay.
No.
I mean, you definitely can, but you're gonna get caught because
Right.
it's easily verifiable.
Yeah.
Someone's
So
gonna
you
call
better
out.
not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like 100% real estate. Like I'm watching people. I'm like, dude, this guy.
Who's like your rival?
I
Who-
can't
who
say
is
it.
your
Shout out,
rival?
Robert.
You can't take a
say
shout
it,
out.
like,
Working in the dark.
Unspoken.
Unspoken, bro.
You can't know.
He doesn't know me, but I know him.
Okay. I like that.
But dude, that's something else I want to talk about that you reminded me about social media,
Uh-huh.
dude. So like, tell me about your recruiting. I guess like I don't want to say scheme, like
Funnel?
plan,
Yeah.
like process, I guess.
So as far as like recruiting goes in social media, like I think it's not really crazy. Like I've always this lifestyle that we live, like it's pretty nuts. And it's really just capturing that from like a day-to-day basis. And in Miami, it's super easy to do that. Like as far as what I do, like post-wise, it's really just like copying and pasting what other people are doing and then replicating in my own way. I have my link for my application in my bio, so it just goes from bio to my link, from
Uh-huh.
video bio to link.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty simple.
So you have like a funnel.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you use your stories.
Yeah.
How do you use your stories?
I guess like throughout the day, you just have like these thoughts that just like pop up into your head. And I just speak openly about those thoughts.
Okay.
Like my stories and my social media is pretty transparent. In the sense that like whatever comes to my head, whatever I think I need to share, like I share it. Because I think it's important, especially like in this age of like, there's a bunch of noise in social media that comes from like fake gurus, course sellers and whatnot. But I think the system we have here is like pretty straightforward. Like we don't ask you for any money. You can literally show up. We'll give you everything you need, and I'm not going to charge you a dime. Like that's a crazy opportunity. So I feel like it's like my responsibility to share that as much as possible. And then just social media is like a really easy gateway.
Okay. Now, this guy, German, like, dude, especially your stories, like, you're creative with the
Yeah.
stories. I'm
I
like,
think-
dude, like, how'd you even think of that?
It's just like
Or why'd you even post that?
I when I was growing up as well, like again, I have a major in marketing. I didn't learn much from it, but I've always wanted to do some type of marketing. Like my job before this, like I always wanted to be a creative director for some like big company. That's always been my dream. I had this page when I was growing up. It was called the Miami Collection. OGs know about this one. You can search it up on Instagram, the Miami Collection, and I basically just curated this space in Miami for a bunch of creative people and artists to just share like their platform as well. And I made a lot of cool videos, and I grew that page organically, like insane. Like the amount of organic growth I had on that page was immense.
Mhm.
I think my insights at one point like were close to 1 million, like organically,
Wow.
which is nuts. And I was doing this in high
Where
school.
were you? Oh, high school.
Yeah. I would go out, I'd interview people on the street. I would make these videos, like go to these places, record, film, edit. Like I was doing everything by myself. I highly encourage you guys to check that page out, the Miami Collection, and you guys just scroll through like I would post like a lot of stuff that wasn't self-made, but the self-made stuff, like the videos that I made and the pictures that we posted, like those videos were really fun to make. But that comes from that, just understanding what like grabs people, like their attention. 'Cause that's all it is. It's attention.
Yeah. And that translates well into, your job now.
Yeah. You can do that for anything. Like I'm sure with your real estate, like you have to have your social media locked in.
Oh, 100%.
Like whatever you want to do, your social media needs to be like to the T.
Yeah. That's why I pay attention to your stories, your content.
Yeah.
You can learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
Right? So I made, obviously, you know, I made a separate Instagram, separate social media for my real estate. And I didn't really intend it this way at first, but for anyone watching, that is probably like one of the best things that you can do. If you just create a separate social media account for your business or content creation or whatever it may be. Why? So you can curate your feed, you can monitor certain people, you can take inspiration from certain people, save certain things in certain folders, and just have that be like a creativity hub.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, like this guy's like stories, for example, I'm like, okay, I need to start posting my stories like this. Right? But what about you guys? Like, what's the news with your social media?
I mean, seeing him get into it so much, like it's basically forced me to get into it. Like I have to. I mean, I'm not gonna get left behind.
Mhm.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't really have any like a lot of result from it yet, but I'm excited to see like what it's gonna do for me and for my business and my team. So,
Mhm.
but I'm taking a lot of inspiration from what he does, really, because it's working for him.
Mhm. So you're gonna start doing it full blast?
Yeah, it's like the same mentality. Like if it works for him, it's gonna work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I just put the work in, I'm gonna get the reward.
So I'm curious, how are you guys gonna do that during the summer?
I personally think in the summer I'm completely going offline. I
Mm.
hate social media. The
Mm.
only reason I like it is because I have to recruit with it. But my second year in Atlanta, I would only download social media on Sundays, and bro, I felt like so much better. Like that thing just is a dopamine, like it just sucks all of your dopamine receptors. And in this job, in sales, like your dopamine receptors have to be like completely rid. Like you can't have any bad thing going on with it because like the doors are hard. So if you can make your dopamine receptors directly correlate to the doors only and what you're doing, like your job, you're gonna have the best results. But if it's correlated to like social media, games, and all this other bullshit, like you're gonna have a really hard time. So my second year when I completely got off social media, like I felt so much more alive. I felt so more in tune with myself, with the people that I was talking to. Like I'd be in car group and they'd be like, "Oh, did you see like this post about this and that?" And like I'd be like, "No," and I felt good.
Oh, dude.
I would be like, "No, like I didn't see it." And it
And
wasn't
they
like,
kinda
"Oh,
like
I have to
sound
go
like-
download it."
They kind of sound like crackheads too.
Yeah, like what do you like?
Did you
I
get this
had
hit?
no idea. Yeah, I had no idea what they were talking about, and it was kind of cool. Like I missed that feeling. And again, like social media is mainly for recruiting. Like sometimes I wish I didn't have to be as open, like what my life is. Like I wish it was a little bit more private.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But yeah, I don't think in the summer I'm gonna be posting really much.
You know, it's a good and bad thing. Like the reason I use social media is like for business, obviously, but it also opens so many doors.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. The more people know your name, know what you do, know what you offer, the better. And social media is by far the best way to do that, right? Especially in this day and age. Dude, I see 70-year-old grandpas scrolling on TikTok. It's actually insane. But it's a blessing and a curse, right? I don't know if you guys can relate, but like, dude, I'll go through like by accident. This is never voluntary, which is the crazy part. I never do this on purpose. But I'll be scrolling through social media for like 30 minutes. Boom, that's it. 30 minutes gone out of my day. And by the time I get off, like, my dopamine is gone. I'm like sluggish.
Like,
I
your
don't want
brain's
to
fuzzy.
do any. Brain's fuzzy. Like, it's just like, I don't want to do anything. You do like, get into the next thing you have to do, you're like, can't like really focus. Like,
It sucks.
like what is that? So I feel like it's good to be connected, it's good to use it, it's good to post. I think everybody should produce more than they consume, but you know, you gotta balance, of course.
Everything in moderation, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
What about you, man? You getting into the social media game?
I definitely should, but I'm not a strong presence as of now. But when I do post, I like to make it quality. I try. You know what I mean? But definitely in our industries like sales, like you have to have like a personal brand for sure. And I'm definitely like a chronic like doom scroller. So instead of like, you know, doom scrolling, why
Yeah, I
not
know.
post?
Yeah, produce.
Yeah.
I think-
I lived with this guy, I know.
Yeah, it's really bad, but yeah, you have to use it to your advantage. It's like a poison. It could be poison or medicine. And I feel like what you said, yeah, the more you consume, it could be poison. But I mean, I feel like I've tried sometimes, like I've set reminders, like post one story a day, and maybe I'll do it for like a week or two, and then I'll stop. But I feel like, especially when it comes to algorithms like TikTok, Instagram, like you have to post daily. Doesn't have to be crazy, but at least like one a day. You have to be consistent, engaging with other people. And in our profession, fortunately, unfortunately, like you have to use it. And it could be for better or worse. If you're not using it, it's probably worse. You have to use some sort of social media for sure. Yeah.
This day and age, for sure.
I don't know how I would be able to like retain or recruit people without like that. Like I would always think like, imagine if we got recruited and it wasn't through the fraternity. Like it was just some guy we met, like saying all this and that. Like how the am I gonna trust this guy?
Yep.
Right. So like that page and that platform that I've created is like, for the most part, I think what really like hooks people that don't know me like on a personal basis.
So have you seen any recruits yet from social media?
I had this one kid, shout out Juan Martinez. I am in the the back door to the office.
I think so.
Like there's a front door and then a side door where you park the cars on the side.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
there
yeah.
training one of my reps. We're like doing role playing, like I'm shutting the door on his face. And this kid just walks in. And he's like, yo, what's up, bro? And I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, who are you here for? Like, who recruited you? Like, you knew where to go and whatnot? And he's like, yeah, I'm here for you. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. And he's like, yeah, you posted it on your story. And I was like, how did you get here? And he was like, the address is on the flyer. And I was like, dude, what? Like, typically, like,
snap.
they reach out to you. Or, like, they DM you, like, hey, can I get more info? Like, this kid just pulled up, saw the flyer, didn't tell me anything, and just showed up to the office.
Wow.
And thankfully, he saw me first. Because he low-key could have, like, walked in
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
manager,
Oh,
and
yeah.
been like, hey, I'm here for this.
And
And they
swimming
would have
with
just,
sharks.
yeah, they would have sniped him. But he walked directly through that door, and it was the first guy that I saw.
That's crazy.
Wow.
But that's insane. Like the kid not reaching out to me, just showing up. I've had a lot of recruits through social media, and it's not only like the recruiting; it's the retaining. That's the important part. Because again, like if you don't know me on a personal level, you can scroll through my page, and what something is for certain, like I've traveled the world, I live where I live, I own the car, I drive what I drive, and you see all of that from the jump. Like that's the first thing you see. So that trust is already there.
That's actually what I was talking about to Nico earlier. It's like a science to it, right?
Mhm.
So the outreach is through reels, right? Reels is how you get exposure, right? How you reach many people. From that reel, somebody might like it, right? So now that they like it, you'll probably show up on their feed again, right? So you show up on their feed again. I like that too. I like this guy's content, right? They might follow you,
Yeah.
right? So they follow you, and they start seeing your content more, which builds your trust. They know that you're like not BSing.
Yeah.
It's not bullshit. Like every time they see you, they're getting more and more converted.
It's like an unconscious thing.
Right. And not only that, but the stories is a crucial part of it. Stories show your lifestyle. So it's not like you're just renting a Lambo for a day
Yeah.
or whatever it may be and then posting a reel about it.
Yeah.
If they see you consistently with that apartment view, for example, they know it's real, right? So that's also converting them as well. And then finally, like you might drop like a call to action.
Yeah.
Right,
And then
like,
boom,
yo.
that's where you grab it.
Exactly. So it's like a science. It's like a whole funnel, a process.
I think Cabrera, he would always tell me, he's like, yo, like I would see the story so many times that eventually I was like, bro, like let me just see what it is.
Yeah.
And like that was that. Like you just get drilled so many times, and I'd rather drill you than anyone else in Viv drill you.
Yeah.
So if anyone's gonna drill you, it's gonna be me. At least in social media, like I want to be the top driller. Like I want everyone to repost what I repost, and to just be able to use it.
Yeah.
But again, like you just have to be on top of that game.
Exactly. All right, now I want to ask you guys one last question to wrap this up. A little bit maybe off topic, not really because it's philosophy break. So, but this is just because it's something that's interested me lately. Nico, what do you think about peptides?
Oof.
I'm not one to talk about this. I mean, I've heard about it. Omar asked me this question because he did a procedure earlier today. Maybe he'll talk about that. Maybe. But I don't really know too much about it. I know there's like Retta.
He's enhancing something.
What's
No, but I just know about like Retta, GHKCU, whatever the it's called. I know Retta is good. I've seen a lot of examples. I was telling him like I have a valet driver I know from like last year that was kind of like chubby, and now is like he is openly talking about I do Retta and he's shredded, and now he has his own gym page. So it's a fairly new thing. I know a lot of people are hopping in it. I just don't know two things. I don't know what happens when you hop off it and like the long-term effects, but so far it seems like it doesn't really, I mean, it's not bad. It doesn't seem bad at all. So I don't really have an opinion on it, but I might hop on it. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, yeah.
But
Derek, any thoughts on
I'm
peptides?
hopping on it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
In like
That's good.
T-minus a week.
we're
Oh, for
ordering
us?
Yeah, it's coming
this
in.
huge
It's
supply.
getting delivered in.
We're gonna get shipped directly to Philly. We found this guy from Taiwan. Sells it for a really good deal. Black market shit, so can't talk too much about it. But it's getting shipped
Yeah.
directly to our door.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's
What
not
type
from
of
Taiwan.
peptide?
So we got Retta,
Retta.
JHKCU. And I
What's
think that's it.
JHKCU?
It's like a hair, face, skin.
Skin,
It's like a biotin on steroids.
Is that what makes you tanned?
That's another one.
Oh, okay.
That one's crazy too. I
There's
heard
a
about
separate
that.
one
I
for
wouldn't do
tanning.
that one.
Yeah, Alexito told
You
me
wanna
about
do
one
The tan.
that you
You better do that
tan
one. Okay,
easier.
yeah.
And then
Tan.
it also raises your libido. So it's basically like this horny ass peptide that just like lets you keep a tan
Oh.
and it raises your libido.
Okay.
As far as I've been on Retta for like
Oh, so
a month and a
you've
half,
been
2
on-
months, dude,
He's
and
been
it's
on
the
Retta,
best
yeah.
thing I've ever done.
And what does Retta do?
So it makes you lose weight while it's an appetite suppressor. So it suppresses my cravings completely. So I'm not eating a bunch of bullshit. Like I've completely shifted my diet, bro. Like I was in Asia after summer ended, and like the amount of food that I would eat was insane.
So,
Like I was known for going to buffets, like eating this crazy amount of food. Like every Sunday, that was my shit. Like I would go to a buffet. My ex-girlfriend like absolutely hated it because that's all I would do. I would just go to the buffet. But I loved eating. Like I had these cravings, these sugar cravings as well. But bro, Retta, like I can completely vouch for Retta. I've lost like 20 pounds. I was 200 pounds. I'm at like 180 now, and it's been like a span of like maybe 2 months.
So is that like an Ozempic type?
It's
Or
like
is it different?
yeah, it's basically like Ozempic without like all the bullshit. Like Ozempic has had like this history of a bunch of crazy shit, and like Retta is just I haven't had any issues at all.
Mm.
It just suppresses my appetite. I keep all my muscle, and I just feel so much better. Like I only eat clean now. I don't have these crazy like sugar cravings. I think peptides are great. I think the main reason that they're not pushing as hard as they should be, I like to think it's like the big pharmaceutical companies. Like they'd rather be us obese, having all these crazy cravings, because it's a lot more expensive as well.
Right.
Like that Red is not expensive at all. But pharmaceutical companies are going to lose so much money if peptides actually like, and they're blowing up like it's crazy. Like everyone
Yeah.
is hopping on them
And it's not controlled by the
at all. But
by big
again,
pharma.
exactly, yeah. Like the FDA doesn't approve it. It's passed the trials, but again, like the FDA is probably not approving it for that reason.
Uh-huh. And dude, you know why peptides are so interesting to me? It's because like it's a clear indication that we are in the future. Like we are in the future of health. You're telling me
getting
we
crazy, yeah.
figured it out to the point where like we know, like we can just inject this
Shoot it
substance.
up. Yeah.
Like in 10 years we might like inject it and you'll like, I don't know, you'll like build a bunch of muscle mass. Not even in 10 years, bro. It's like in a year.
You might
Right?
even like grow back your hairline.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's actually why I'm
Might
getting
grow
grow
back
your
your
hairline.
I'm on J
All right, little bro.
HJCQ, whatever it's called.
Speaking of hairline.
It's good. Like I want to grow my hair.
Yeah, dude, I did a full disclosure. I did a procedure today. Injected one of the peptides for hair and skin into my hairline,
Okay.
right? So
Is it like a one-time thing?
Could you like?
no, it's 3 sessions,
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit.
right? So injected it like with a dermapen, you know that
Yeah.
dermapen shit. So
Yeah.
it's like poking a bunch of holes. So it's a mix of plasma and the peptide together.
Gotcha.
Plasma, which comes from your own blood, So they mix that together and then
Sounds
inject that
crazy.
into your hairline. It's experimental. I think I'm patient 0. I think I'm like the trial, dude.
We'll see. We'll
Like
see.
they're like writing notes and shit.
No
Like,
way.
patient survived the procedure.
They're not paying you.
Nah, I'm paying them.
Yo, you might start growing hair like
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Your
dude,
face.
like on the cheeks, bro.
Dude, let's see how this goes, bro. Like, I purposely didn't research it just to like
Real.
go with the flow, see what happens.
That's
See what happens, right?
insane,
But like, yeah, dude, like sooner it'll be a peptide. Like, you inject it, you could get taller or some shit.
You know, we're
it's
probably
getting
not
crazy.
that far off from that. I actually, we're probably really not that
Yeah,
far
it's
off.
probably like a year or
They
two.
probably have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's getting crazy, bro.
They're putting
So-
chips in people's brains. Seen that in neuro chip?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
You guys would ever do that?
I would do it.
But you want to be
I
stuck
feel
in
like
the
it's-
Matrix, bro? Like, what's good with you, bro?
Supercomputer in my.
I feel like
already
it's gonna
have
be a
one.
thing where
I
you're
don't know.
disadvantaged if you don't have one of those.
Exactly.
Like, if everybody has AI in their brain and you still have to type into your phone.
Yeah, it's like.
That's the same thing with peptides. Like people are like, yo,
You
like
can't be
I
left
can't
behind.
beat him. Like I gotta join him, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, can we
Yeah,
have
buddy.
like funny Vivint stories one time?
For
Yeah,
a
like
podcast.
just like the crazy shit that's
Yeah,
happening.
sure.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Or just like crazy
That's a
experiences
good
that we've done
idea.
together.
Yeah.
And, like just go like full transparent.
We'll do that. Have you guys on like right after you come back from summer.
Yeah, that'd be
All
great.
these stories,
That'd be
yeah.
perfect.
And we'll just
We'll do like
like
a full summary.
yeah, full summer recap.
Like we won't tell you anything until that day. And then we'll just
Yeah.
like tell everything.
But
Yeah,
That'd be
sounds
sick.
good. All right, boys.
It's been a
Thanks
pleasure.
for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
That ends philosophy break number 1. If you guys are sitting in this room at the conclusion of this podcast and viewing this, matter of fact, thank you for watching until the end. Second of all, you guys have just experienced a legendary moment in history. Philosophy break number 1 has come to a conclusion.
Boom.
Thank you guys for being here.
Shout out Omar.
Shout out.